Afternoon, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I got this little trio set for like 10, 12 bucks from Sephora. One of my girls on Instagram recommended it because of the mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the lip balm that comes in it. Sam had a game today, that's why I'm super late, so I'm sorry guys. But this is the Kush Lip Balm by Milk. So I'll go ahead and start with it. Then we'll go in with our primer. It went back down. It goes back down as you're putting it on. You gotta hold on to it. Trying to get away from me. Hey guys. How y'all doing? I'm gonna go ahead and put on my primer too. It's by Hard Candy. It is the Energizing Primer Veil with vitamin C, 12-hour wear. It's supposed to help brighten the skin. And it has gentle citrus extract in it. So maybe it'll help with my little melasma spots. It's kind of clear orangish. Like, not a creamy orange, but like a, does that make any sense? Morning, Carrie. You not working today, babe? Hey, Ricky. Oh, man. I honestly have been putting off the job search, guys. I've done a little bit of looking, and I've been so disappointed. You're making dinner? Woo! What time is it? It's 3 o'clock here. Well, I'm sorry. I'm like the last one to put on makeup today, huh? Oh, well. Luckily, with eyelash extensions, I don't think I look too crazy without makeup. Good morning, afternoon, Leanne. I don't know what time of the day it is. I got no clue. That feels nice. Somebody had asked me what I thought about Hard Candy. No job for you. Dinner's at 12 where you are? But then do you have supper? Or wait, do you mean midnight? No, you didn't do any makeup today? It's 3 in New York. We call it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So sometimes people call it dinner and supper, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and move on. I've heard so many good things about this foundation. And it's supposed to be a dupe or something, but I can't remember. 12 p.m. where I am. Too early for dinner. It's noon in California. Just got out of the shower. So not too late for you. Do you guys like Sundays better? I always have something to do on Sundays. But if that's better for you guys, we'll totally do it. It's gonna rain here like crazy. I've never been to California, guys. I want to travel. Cannot remember what they said this is a dupe for, but it's a really expensive foundation. So this is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and collagen in it. I cannot talk. It's raining there now, Laura. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a rainy day. We ended up having our ball game getting sprinkled on just a tiny bit. That is so cool. I'm born and raised in Orange County. I'm probably like, I'm not very well traveled. I've traveled a little bit around my surrounding states, obviously been to Florida and all the states on the way to Florida. And then when we take cruises, we just keep going. Yeah, he did win, Leanne. He kicked butt. Well, the team kicked butt. Sam is still learning, so yeah. It's his first year. You know, most of the kids have already played. But anyways, so I got mine in the shade 35 Nude Beige. Hopefully it's not too dark because my tan is starting to wear off, but I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm not really super worried about it. I love days like these because then we can really just play around with the makeup because I'm not going anywhere. The plan is to not go anywhere. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool, Laura. I was an adult before I took my first vacation with my father, like out-of-state vacation. So, and I drove him. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on with my R6 for Morphe. It's part of the Morphe Me brush collection for June, but I already had one. So I stashed that one away as like an extra, and I thought, I'm going to remind myself, do I like this brush or not? I do. It's not as dense as like the Y6 and Y7 are. And it's not a curved, rounded edge, but it does the job. That's awesome, Kelly. We were the first cruises to get canceled. So it's awesome that you were the last one out. I think all the time, like, man, if we had just done the week before, if their spring break had lined up the week before instead of the week that we went, we would have been able to go. So, and I feel like I got gypped this year. Majorly, because I didn't get a real vacation. I was supposed to have another week of vacation at my job. So I was like, well, I'll just make that up later. Well, now I've got to find a new job. Who's going to let me have a week off whenever cruises come back up? And then once they do, I feel like everybody's just going to be really scared about it. Like, people not letting people come back to work when they go out of country and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, that's some good foundation. I'm so glad I tried that too, because I can try it all week long. I've got to see what you guys are saying. Good morning, Elaine. It did blend really well. You're right. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Yeah, that's another thing too. I think, well, maybe if we had been one of the last ships that they had let out, like maybe somebody would have gotten sick. So I guess it's good. None of us have gotten sick yet. 33 states and 6 countries. I'm jealous, Laura. She's my traveling woman. Hi, Julie. Oh, yeah. Oh, the good old days, Kelly, when I was getting ready to go on my cruise. We had no idea what we were in for. Okay. All right, guys. Foundation or concealer. I put on foundation. I'm going to use this. It is by Cover FX, and it is their Power Play Concealer. Hopefully this is enough to do my face. I'm going to start with medium 1, although I feel like I could also use the light if I run out. Yeah, maybe the light. That is very golden, that medium one. It says neutral, but I'm going to use the neutral light 1 in here. And I'm going to use the brush that I often use for bronzing my nose, because it's actually meant to be a concealer brush, so here goes nothing. Okay. I definitely got way too much. Hopefully I can spread that out, or I'm going to look cray-cray. And it's probably too light, but we'll make it work. I'll blend it out. Have to do some magic here. Bibbidi boppity boo. But we'll make it work. And get our beauty blender out. Yeah, I got it all over here. I went way too crazy. We'll make it work. I feel like I'm trying to tell myself that. Like, calm down, Karen. It'll be okay. You'll fix it. I do like using a brush with concealer. I've been trying to remind myself to like use a brush with concealer, because so many people have said that it goes on so much better and it won't crease because you actually end up using less product. I always forget. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my beauty blender now and hopefully fix all that. Oh, hi. I'm glad you did too. I'm honestly still learning and trying new things. Anytime, like on occasion, I'll have a girl reach out to me and ask me questions about makeup. And I'm like, just try stuff, honestly, is the best recommendation I have for anybody. Because what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. So it's just, you know, trying stuff. And that's the same thing with like products. Like, I may love a foundation you may hate because it just works better with my skin. I can't believe I made that work. It works, right? Oh, yeah. And I feel like my videos are getting worse because there's always a dog barking in the background. So I apologize for that. You got her name right, yeah, Leanne. She looks stunning. However, she was supposed to like tag me in some stories so I could show you guys like her hair all done. I didn't even get to see her hair completely all done. So I'm a little bit bummed, but I know she was probably just busy and, you know. Anyways, I'm going to use the 4-in-1 pure pressed stuff, yeah, to go ahead and just set just where the concealer was, and then I'll use a bigger brush to kind of blend it out, because I don't like a lot of setting powder, especially lately. I don't know if it's like, I don't know why, I just don't. Oh my god, they drive me nuts. But I will say Roxy's really happy to have some company. They get along like gangbusters too. The occasional argument, usually involving food. You know, let me see what you guys are saying. But I had even done a story too, Leanne, with like showing you guys her whole outfit and everything, and I didn't save it, so I was really bummed about that. Because I made her show us everything, her jewelry, her shoes, all that, yeah. And she did a really good job on her makeup. She did it herself. The only thing I did was I put magnetic lashes on her, and I did the wake up and makeup lashes, the ones that are like full strip magnet lashes so that they didn't lift throughout the night. And I got them on really, really like close to the lash line so you couldn't see them. I was really happy with how they turned out. So hopefully they stayed on through the day for her. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I'm using this. It's Vivify Salon, so I don't know who she gets hers from, but it is medium brown, just a brow powder. Because I wanted to use the clear brow gel that came in the milk kit. And I feel like the only time I feel like I really need a clear brow gel is when I'm using powder. I don't have a mirror to get up close yet. So we're just going to do... Oh, no, I can't. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, here we go. I forgot my Tarte blush has a mirror in it. She did look stunning, and I feel like from, I mean, everything that she had on, her dress, her shoes, the way she wore her jewelry, the way she got her nails done, it 100% my aesthetic. Like, that's what I would have chosen for myself in this day and age, you know? Like, I thought I looked pretty for prom. I got homeschooled, but I still hung out with the crowd that I went to high school with. So they just bought me a ticket and I went with them. At this point in my life, I was 17, married to a man he's in the Air Force. He graduated the year before me. And yeah, I was getting ready to move to Illinois. So I went with our friends because he was at tech school or something like that. But obviously that didn't work out. He was kind of a butthead. Very stingy. Like anything Chris had. Like Chris would rather buy me something than buy him something. This man, my ex, it got so bad about money. Now granted, he's in the Air Force getting like housing allowance and everything. But we split everything. Which I don't think is really good in a marriage. But I guess you can make anything work if you're both agreed to it. He came home with a 4-pack of toilet paper one day and was like, I'm gonna need a couple bucks. I'm not kidding you. Ridiculous. We lived near Scott Air Force Base in Collinsville, so Illinois, right outside of East St. Louis, Missouri, which it was a pretty area, like near Belleville, I think is what it was called. And it's been a long time. I was 17. So 18 about that time, but yeah, pretty crazy how your life changes. Like that feels like a completely separate person, you know, like a fictional character that I made up. It's crazy. I like the way my life has gone though. I feel like I learned a lot of valuable lessons in that portion of my life that I still use today. I love the man that I have, so I'm bound and determined to keep him happy and take care of what he needs emotionally, and which isn't much, but it's not emotionally that he wants, it's physical, but so I get for marrying a young man. He jokes with me all the time, like he's 28 now, and he's like, am I getting too old for you? I'm like, I never dated anyone younger, ever. It's just, he won me over, what can I say? Sorry, I'm trying to get that clear brow gel out. Oh, let's see. I got homeschooled the last 2 years of high school because freshman year I was living with my mom. Sophomore year I moved in with my grandmother. And I did sophomore year in a very small school. I really didn't like it. I missed a lot of days because Graham would wake me up at like 10. And I'm like, I'm late for school. And she goes, oh, you're not going. We're going to JCPenney's or we're going to Knoxville to go shopping. And I'm like, okay. And I missed a lot of school, but I still had like really good grades. But I had a lot of what we call time for time. You miss school, you have to make it up. So I switched schools to a school that didn't offer time for time. They didn't do time for time, so I could still graduate. Or not graduate, but like pass that year. So I didn't have to redo it, and I could get all the credit for my good grades that I had in classes because I always made up my work. I was still doing the work, just not here. And then my grandmother was like, we're just going to homeschool you. Just forget it. Worked out better for us because we were living south of the river and like going to Rome County, which was pretty far away. I don't know what's going on with this brow, and I can't fix it. Somebody come fix it. I put clear brow gel on, and then I saw the hole. Whatever. It is what it is today. My brows look like poo. I'm not a big fan of clear brow gel, and I have 2 now, so. Aww. I feel like I'm missing it. Sounds like my stepdad. When my mom was alive, he would ask for money back when he would pay his credit card. Jeez. Yeah, I am the same way. Like, I want Chris to be happy and get whatever he wants. That's why you hear the 3D printer in there going. I mean, it'll come in handy too when he needs a part that's like $40 and he can print it for like 2. So sorry it got all shaky. It always does whenever I scroll through y'all's comments. I drank most of my coffee before we even started, so gonna have to hurry. But I'm so excited, and I'm glad I didn't put on a lot. I mean, like, I'm still a little tacky. I didn't put on a lot of powder because I forgot I'm using a cream bronzer today, which I'm so excited about. Did you guys see this in the screenshot? I'm so excited. This was my big splurge of the year. Like, this was not on sale. I just bought this because I wanted it. But anyways, I'm going to do my eyes first. I'm going to go ahead and use the Naked Honey palette. Hey, babe, can you see what they're barking at? They're just not stopping. They're crazy. You do. Julie already has it, and she says it's awesome. Let's hope I don't mess it up, Julie. I am not good with cream bronzer. So excited about this, guys. I'm going to have you guys help me pick out shades again because I love that. It makes my life so easy. I'm going to use the brush and the palette and see if their brushes have changed at all. I've always liked them. You guys see my mess? Okay. So to the shades, let's start with like a lighter matte shade. We have Hive, Swarm, or Keeper. Sorry. Hive, Keeper, or Swarm. So we'll do 1, 2, or 3. Oh, I cannot wait to like really dive into this palette. I feel like I get more creative as I've had the palette for longer. Yeah, it's really pretty. Keeper 1. Oh, okay. I was like, what is she saying, Laura? I like fruit flavored bubble tea, and I tried a new flavor today. Okay. I was like, it took me a second. Yee, this is gonna be fun. Okay, a lot of 1s, which was Hive. And that's honestly probably what I would choose too. Let's go ahead and do that. So I've got our little brushy brush here. It's very pretty. I'm gonna use this end of it. I feel like this end is always better for shimmer shadow, but I don't know, that may just be me. What did we say, guys? Keeper? Wait, Swarm. Swarm was 1. Is it Swarm? What was 1, guys? Was it Swarm? I think it was Swarm, Keeper, and Hive is what I gave you. I think Swarm was the first one, so I already got a mixture of Keeper and Swarm, so that's what we're gonna do, because I messed it up. I'm sorry. Do you guys use the brushes out of the palette with these Naked Honey palettes or Naked palettes, or do you always use your own brushes? Because sometimes I will. If I'm in a hurry, I'll just use what's in the palette. But most of the time, I'll grab like my ride or die brushes. Ended up doing a mixture. That's funny. It's rude of me to like have you guys vote and then be like, oops, well. All right, the darker shadows, we have Drip or Sting towards the end. So drip or sting. You use your finger for matte shades too? I couldn't do that. I would have a hard time there. But I feel like I have giant eyelids. Like sometimes if I'm not careful, I look crazy because, yeah. There's a lot of real estate. Y'all, that's the dark one. The darkest shade in the palette? Okay. Oh, what else is going on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much going on. Did my own nails. Did my first, I applied tips and did gel, or not gel, dip powder. Never done that before. It kind of looks like I iced a cake for the very first time. You know what I mean? Especially this hand. But I redid, oh, that one today. Sorry. I redid that one today, and it turned out pretty good other than slightly crooked. Oh, wow. Since you were 9. I think I was pretty early, too. I was about that time. My dad likes to think that he has something to do with the fact that I'm good at putting on makeup. I'm just going to use the same brush inside of the brush to dip into Sting. But because he walked in on me after giving me my first set of makeup or whatever, and I had done blue eyeshadow, red lipstick, like every little girl's dream when she first gets a hold of an eyeshadow palette. And it was pretty crazy. It was just blue all over the lid crease and everything else, and probably way out here too. And I was like, I'm just playing, Papa. It's not like I'm getting ready to go somewhere. I was just playing with the colors. And he went on and on about how a woman's makeup should look natural. If you do it right, people should be wondering, are you wearing makeup? And I was like, no, I want people to know I'm wearing makeup. I want the astronauts in space to know I'm wearing makeup. It's fine. I'm fine with that. I've seen my face without makeup at that point, you know? And it was an embarrassing moment for me as a kid because I was like, oh, gosh, Dad, you know, and I didn't really have a lot of moments with that, with him like that, you know. He had a lot going on because as I started to get older, Wendy started getting sick, and it definitely trying to take care of her, and then he took the boys after, when I was in first grade, second grade, he took the boys and Mom kept us. They just split us up. And it was pretty crazy. I didn't get to see him that much. But we've made up for it now. Let me tell you. It's back in my house. And we set him up real nice. Is Sherry here? I didn't see if Sherry jumped on. Ask you if you're sick. Carrie, I do that sometimes. I used to do that when I was in a store. Like if I knew I was supposed to have for the day. And like my all my numbers were good, I would just go in without makeup until everybody didn't feel good. I was trying to store. You had to make up your hours somehow. Like back to yourself. I was working a crap ton of hours. There were times where, because my store was 24 hours, that I spent I think a day and a half there, almost 2 full days. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put that really dark shade underneath my lash line too, because that's my thing. I just do the same eye look all the time. Maybe we should go in just to switch it up a little bit. Do Sting. Oh, I suck at this, trying to do like the halo. I'm just gonna do a light shadow on the inside, just to give us a different look than what I always do. Oh, what did I tell Chris I was going to tell on him for? He said something to me, and I was like, I'm going to tell the girls. I can't remember what it was. It was yesterday. He was just teasing me about something. I can't remember. I'm surprised he hasn't popped in yet. This is about when he pops in. Pops his little head in. Says something. Okay. I finally got my beauty boxes and got them edited and up for you guys. So that's what's coming. That's what you guys saw yesterday was my Allure. And then Monday is going to be Ipsy. It was so funny. You guys will see when you watch it. I had 3 Ipsy helpers. Yeah, but they weren't bad. And then I had finished filming it, and then the mail ran. Those dogs are driving me nuts. I already heard Chris go up there once. Oh, there's a lot of red in my eye right there. Sorry, squirrel. Mail ran. I got another offer, so I was like, oh, I can totally just cut this in. So I put the shirt back on that I had on and just went ahead and filmed it and shoved it in the video. It's so funny because I was like, I want to use this all at the same time. So it'll be fun. We'll be able to play with that next week. Yeah, it does give it a little something different, right? With the dark on the inside. I'm going to blend that a little bit, I think, with a clean brush. Carly's at her dad's. Oh, I always hate it when she goes to her dad's. I miss her. I try talking her into staying all the time. I'm like, you know, it'd probably just be more relaxing just to stay here. Or, you know, you got all those leftovers in the fridge that are just for vegetarians. Maybe you should just stay. It never works, ever. All right, guys, the fun part, I think. Anyways, shimmer. So, for shimmer, we have HBIC. What the heck does that stand for? HBIC. HBIC. No clue. Somebody tell me. Queen, honey, golden, or amber. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let you guys vote that out. What is it supposed to be though? Honey or HBIC? What does HBIC stand for though? It's gonna drive me nuts. Does anybody know? Wow, you guys are all over the board. I love that though. I love that you guys all vote. Leanne doesn't even know. She's just gonna go with whatever the majority rules, right? I have my necklace on the right way today. At least. I double checked like 3 times. Look. Yeah. Okay. 4, 5, 5, 2. 1 or what'd you say? 1 or 3. 1, 3, 4, 1. I feel like 1 is the most popular. So we're getting, yeah, I think 1 had the most votes. You guys like the flowers? Because I'll show you guys. You guys didn't see my Instagram. This is where we're at so far. But I feel like the whole wall will eventually be covered in flowers. Minus, I want to get one of those, maybe over here, the big tall shelves that are real slim. You know what I mean? That everybody puts like their palettes and stuff on. Just so I have more area to display things. Okay, so we're going with HBIC. Just wish I knew what that stands for. It's a honey palette. HBIC. Somebody look it up. I can't look it up right now. I'm gonna use my finger. Can I? I think I can because I went darker on the inside. I may have gotten a little bit of sting in that. There we go. God, those dogs. I'm so sorry, guys. The boys are playing their game. Sam is being rewarded with playing with Daddy. It's his favorite person to play games with. Okay. I don't know how I thought I was going to do that with that hand. Like this. I just didn't want to waste all of that product that I had on that side of the finger. Okay, I like it. I think that's cute. What do you guys think? I need makeup wipe. And I went with like a really gold bronzer too. And it's Maybelline too. It's either high-end or Maybelline here. Which Tarte I feel like is right in the middle, right? What do you think about Tarte? Is that high-end or is that... It's not drugstore, obviously. It does look pretty. Okay, let's do this bronzer. I am so excited, you guys. I am so excited. So let's look at the brush first. I had to get the brush with it, but I feel like that was peer pressure because everyone was saying You gotta have this brush. You gotta have this brush. So that's what the brush looks like. She's so pretty. There's nothing like a new brush. And then once you mess it up, you're like, Okay, and then I got the shade Seychelles. Is that how you say it? Seychelles? I could not find it on Tarte's website, so I ended up buying it on Sephora, I think, eventually. Tarte keeps selling out of it. I think they're sold out of it right now. So here's what the little cream bronzer looks like. It's a little compact. And I know a lot of girls are getting into the cream game right now. I'm like making sure my hands are clean so I don't mess up this palette. But just because it kind of melts into the skin, looks more natural. Like I said, I don't like using setting powder too much anymore. And I feel like it probably will help if I use more cream products. It is. Sorry. Where the extensions are occasionally just gets to me. So how much do we go in this? Lightly, or have I already overdone it? I feel like I can't see it on the brush, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, that is really pretty. I'm gonna hit it like really soft until I get it. Like, I'd rather build it up than be like, oh man, I went way too far with that. You know? How do you do it on your nose? Because I didn't want to use real bronzer today. I didn't get real bronzer out. I'm just going to leave this as B, as is, as B. That's Roxy too. It's not even, I can't even blame it on the new dog. It's not, Whisper's not new, but you know what I mean. She was always so good during our get ready with me in the apartment. She would just kind of sit beside me and be a good girl. Not my Roxy. She's very vocal. She sees anything going wrong. Why does bronzer always look better on one side of my face than it does the other? I feel like. It's like brows. I never get them both just right. All right, I'm going to try with just the edge of this brush and see. Oh my God. I can't do it. Not with this brush. Okay, I'm going to get my normal nose brush and see if I can do it. Because I want to know, can I use this as my only bronzer? Because this would be really sweet to be able to use like over BB cream without any setting powder, you know what I mean? Just a quick look. And everybody says like it blends itself, and it really has so far. Obviously, I'll do a little bit more, but it really has. Oh my gosh. My life is so boring now, guys. Got nothing going on other than like, I need to do my resume. I really need to do my resume. I mean, shoot. 2 places in the last 10 years. That's where I've been, and they're both Subway. I was in a store for 5. I was field consultant for 5. So, like, it's going to be a very small resume. I'm going to use this to, like, my chin-ish area, whatever. I'll get used to it. I just need some practice with it. Nice. That looks really pretty. Now I see why everybody's going nuts over it. I was dying to like dive into this thing. You don't know how hard it was for me to know that it was over there in a box and to not use it. Really hard. Okay. All that's done. I do have a liner that we're going to use today. Sherry sent this to me. It is the Essence Super Last Eyeliner. I'm a little nervous because the tip on it is like, it's very big. I'm going to have to go in and yeah, you see, like, I don't know. We're going to try it. It might mess my eye look up a little bit. We're going to try it. Maybe we just, I feel like too, I told Bella, I was like, it's hard to do liner when you can't see through your lashes. You know what I mean? Oh God, I feel like I'm gonna get this all in my lashes. Let's start over here. Definitely got it in my lashes a little bit. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, like as hard to control. There we go. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Here we go. I'm not doing a wing. Bella told me the other day, she was like, quit being such a baby and just do a wing. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but basically, you know, she was like, don't be afraid. I am going to use a blush, and I only have one cream blush, so we're going to use a powder blush, but it's really light. It's by Tarte. It's sensual. I've used it a million times. I don't like a lot of blush, but this does a little something for me that I just really like. It's very light. I can't go overboard with it, even if I try. It gives me a little something. I think it matches our eye look pretty good too. Not bad on the bronzer. I'm definitely going to play with it. Oh, we like it. Everybody likes it. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit farther. Nobody has any idea. Let's see. HB is a pencil, right? Not sure. Do you like the flowers? Want some of the pink and metal ones in my daughter's room? I love those. Like I said, those were half off. I don't know if they're still doing their wall decor, but it was half off. So those were only, one was $7, one was $5. Not bad at all. You would think she would get tired of working. All right, for mascara, I'm going to use the Kush mascara. Holy cow, you can knock somebody out with this mascara. It is so heavy. This is why I got this little kit, because she said she absolutely loves it, whoever it was that said it. I feel like it was the Rambling Redhead. Do you guys watch her on Instagram? She's getting ready to have a show on HGTV, which is totally cool, because I love her. She's so funny. I wish I could be as humorous as she is in her stories, because she cracks me up. This is a huge spoolie on this bad boy, but it's actually, because it's so, like, it's got so many bristles, there's no clumping. There's one little tiny clump on that one, like itty bitty. That really does define out your lashes. Ooh, I may have a new favorite mascara, you guys. Wow. It's like every lash. There's not two lashes stuck together at all. Wonder what it looks like when you go over it again. Okay, it does start to get a smidgen clumpier when you go at it a second time. But holy cow. I've been using lash serum too, and I feel like my bottom lashes are getting so full. I'm loving them. I just want big old spiders coming off my eyeballs. Okay, highlighter. We're going to use Master Chrome and Molten Gold. I feel like that would match today's look really good. Blush I used was a very light Tarte Sensual. It's the 12-hour Amazonian Clay blush. Every time I say Amazonian Clay, I go brush. I'm going to use my Morphe R36 to apply highlighter to my cheekbones, my nose. I love it. I always do like one big streak, get it where I want it, and then I get it out with my big brush when I'm all done, and then blend it all out. I'm never like really careful about placement when it comes to highlighter. I'm also going to put some in the inner corner of my eye. I'm habitual and I have to do the same thing all the time. Where's my little brush? I love this brush, Morphe M149. It's perfect for any like detail work you need to do on your eye. That looks really good with that shimmer shadow too, because it's just a little bit lighter than it. And blend. So nobody has anything super exciting to do today. I thought we were going to go to Bargain Hunt the other day. We didn't end up going. I would really like to go. They had a huge sale going on. That bronzer is stunning. I'm so glad I was peer pressured into that. So glad. Which number shimmer did I use? I ended up using the first one. The one that I can't figure out what its name stands for. HBIC. Over there. Yeah. It's like a shiny penny. That's what it reminds me of. A shiny penny. Okay, lips. I went ahead and picked this one, but I don't know if it's going to match. It's the one I couldn't pronounce for MAC. Says Fair. I don't know. Hopefully this matches my look. Let me see. No, it does not. It's very purple. We're not doing that. I'm gonna get up and get my big old bag of lippies, and you guys can help me pick one out. Sorry, I thought I was prepared. I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm so old. Do you guys do that when you get up? It's like, oh, I can tell how much older I get by the noise that I make when I get up. It gets louder and louder. We used to make fun of my dad for it. No, me and Chris have started to do it. I just got a cramp in my foot. Oh, okay. Oh, I hate that. Oh. Oh. When you pick something up off the floor. Mine's always when I've been sitting for a long time. Not so much when I get out of bed in the morning. I guess because I've been laying flat. But definitely in the mornings. Let's see if I can find one or a few. I really wanted to use one of the MAC ones that I got. So this is Cherish. It's a new shade for me. Ooh, that might work, right? I think that's honestly a really good match. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. Cherish. It's a satin lipstick. I like satin lipsticks. I feel like they feel more comfortable. And I don't mind reapplying. You know what I mean? As long as they don't end up on my teeth. That's the only thing I don't like about like satin lipsticks or throwing gloss on. I don't know how, but somehow my teeth always like get up in that business. Okay. Hey, I can keep that one now. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put that fair one up until we do like a purpley look. I had a hard choices to make today because it was between the Naked Honey Palette and the Naked Cherry. And I remember the Naked Cherry. I loved the Naked Cherry, but I did not have, you know what I mean? It was more of like, well, we'll just see what the honey one was like. That's why I picked that one. Ooh, ABH lipstick primer. Ooh, Nikki. I'll be looking at this later. I gotta go now, guys. I gotta go shopping. No, really. I'll totally try it. Oh, okay, Laura. 2 back surgeries. We'll definitely do that to you, honey. Good Lord. I've had 2 C-sections, and I hate surgery. I hate, especially the C-sections, being awake. That's horrible. Yay! Charlize's getting her hair done today. And then, okay, I'm caught up. Oh, Melissa's here. I missed you coming in, Melissa. I think I got everybody else, though. I think I'm all caught up. My contacts are trying to abandon ship. Oh, my goodness. Well, we did it, ladies. I look like a person again. I like my look today. I like that drama. Oh, I feel like there we go. You guys have a few minutes? I got done early. I'll just sit here and chat with you for a minute. Oh. So you guys, who watched Friday's video? Did it look okay? It's the first one I've edited on the new computer. Now, granted, I used the same software. Like, I just went ahead and ordered the same software I had on my work computer. That's a little depressing. It's not only did I have to say goodbye to Subway, but I also had to say goodbye to the computer that I edited on all the time. But the new one is, like, the keyboard's customizable, so it lights up in my favorite colors. I like that. That's cool. Thanks. Alexa thought I was talking to her. You'll never switch back to anything else? Juno & Co. sponges. I love this. Keep it coming with the suggestions. I've not tried it. Is that the one that looks fuzzy? I think it is, if I remember correctly. Oh, my back. I need a massage. It's been so long since I've had a massage. It was a free 30-minute massage at the apartment complex because it was a very nice apartment complex, and they offered you one free 30-minute massage every month, as long as you can get on the schedule quick enough. It's pretty cool. I don't miss living in an apartment, though, for sure. I really want to do microderm. What you said. I really want to do that. I saw a post on Instagram where it showed like a portion of the way through microdermabrasion. Did I say it properly that time? And her skin, it was like day and night, looked completely different. I mean, her skin alone didn't look bad, but it was so beautiful and amazing. You're an author. How cool. That stinks though. Oh no. That is cool. Well, my favorite subject in school was literature, and I took advanced English classes, and I had like the best freshman year before I moved to a smaller school. I had the best English teacher. His name was Mr. Loop. The very first time I had him second semester freshman year, but I met him first semester because I have a sweet tooth, or quite a few of them, and I was walking by his office, and he was eating cream puffs, and I just stopped and was like, what's that? And he was like, it's cream puff. Have you never tried one? And I was like, no. And he's like, do you want to? And I said, yes, please. And then so it became a daily thing where I would be like, got any cream puffs today? And then I ended up having him the second semester. So I was already like, this teacher is cool before I even went into his class. And I think when you, as a kid, when you, I don't know, like your teacher, that you pay more attention in their class. So I don't know. I did really good, I thought. Oh, Nikki, how I wish I could afford Botox all the time. I love not being able to move my forehead. Sometimes I'll make expressions and look in the mirror just to see it not move. Because it's so, honestly, I had dead set in wrinkles right here. And they're gone. They are gone. And when I'm out in the sun, I don't get them back because that part's still, well, I mean, I can get it to move a little bit. It's probably the Botox wearing off. But I will say the one around my lip, the Botox she did around my lips, I don't really, do you guys feel like my lips are turning out any more than before? I don't think they are. I'm sure they are. But I think like my lips were already fairly full and it didn't really do much. But if I could continue to, pack this area full of Botox, I would do it. But I can't. I have a $100 gift certificate, so I can do a little something, but probably not a lot of something. So, but yeah, loving it. I honestly, the whole process was so much easier than I thought it would be. The fact that I got to try it for free was absolutely amazing. Like, I love my doctor. It's so cool. And I've been trying to pay him back as much as I can and like post my results, because every time I've ever seen those pictures, I always thought, oh, they're exaggerating it. I mean, of course, when I go like this, all my wrinkles are going to show up, and they're probably just not going like that. No, honey, your face won't move. It's so cool. It really is. I'm loving it, Laura. It'll last anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on, I guess, probably how much I move my face unknowingly. You know what I mean? I would assume that it just, I don't know. I mean, she said like 6 to 8 weeks though. Definitely wish I could afford to do lip fillers, because I think I would like to try that. It lasts for about a year, and then it'll like dissolve out. So I like that. I like the fact that it's not permanent. I don't think I'd do anything permanent. My grandmother she'd kill me, but she's not here to do so. So she had a facelift, a nose job, and her eyes done all at one time. I took care of her after that surgery. I washed her butt for her. I took care of her after that surgery, and I will tell you, I'll never do those things. First off, I'm pretty okay with my nose. Secondly, even if my eyes get baggier, which was her problem. Like, she had really bad allergies. So, I mean, even after the surgery, she still had a little bit of puffiness. But facelift and all that, no. Just, I'll do what little Botox I can afford here and there, and then just age fairly gracefully, you know? Yeah, it is super expensive. And I know it can also become like an addiction. So I'm really trying to deal with the fact that it's gonna be a while. I could see doing it before like a week before something really important, like I don't know, just off the top of my head, like a cruise. You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't that bad though, Laura. It was, I did not feel like she was putting needles in my skin. It felt more like what I would imagine acupuncture would feel like just a little prick. You know what I mean? I'm not a needles girl either. I'm definitely not a blood girl. I cannot handle blood. I will, if you bleed near me, as much as I would like to save you, I will fall on the floor. I'll be out. Or I'll scream and run around in circles. Like one of the two. I am not very handy to have around in emergency situations. Well, I do better when it's not my own kids. When it's my own kids, it's like, when they need you the most, I freak out. So it's good that I have Chris because he's really calm in those situations. When Sam was 3 or 4, he got out of his bed and went to the couch, fell asleep, and at some point during the night rolled off the couch, hit the coffee table, and he has this big Harry Potter scar. Everybody says that the lip hurts. Well, you got lip fillers too, Nikki? Everybody says that hurts. Everybody says that. And then I see pictures of it, like, a couple of days after, and they're all and bruised. I mean, I still want to do it. don't get me wrong. Still definitely want to do it. But I don't know. I don't know. For me, I don't think plastic surgery as I was growing up was really, like, my family was pretty cool about it. Most of the women in my family did a little something here and there. So I don't know. As long as I feel like in life, in general, as long as you're not hurting anyone, do what makes you happy because life is so short. Like, even, I think about my stepmom. She passed away at 39. I always thought it was 36. My dad, corrected me the other day. And I literally cannot imagine my life being over right now. And, having to leave my kids and not getting to experience anything else. So I'm going to live life to the fullest. I can tell you, though, from here on out, work's coming dead last. I mean, when I'm there, I'll give it my all, wherever that may be. But when it comes to worrying about getting fired versus needing to be with my family, there won't be any worry because it really just doesn't matter as much. I mean, I have to earn a paycheck. I've got to get insurance for my family. But, yeah, I've always thought that if I gave more, I would get more in return. And it's just like that. And I know some companies are probably like that, but the chances of finding them are so rare. I don't know. And I feel like I needed to learn that lesson. I needed to learn that life is too short and family's everything. Yes, I needed to learn that the ladder's not worth climbing if you lose a moment with your family, something special that you can't get back. So I'm very gratefully enjoying this time that I have and hoping and praying that God puts me on a path that allows me just to be in service of others in the form of making their day a little bit brighter in one way, shape, or form. Now, granted, I'm leaning more towards, I really want to check out Starbucks. I really think I would make a good barista, okay? And I love coffee. I'm passionate about coffee, plus you get a free bag of coffee a week. And discounts, and they have insurance. So I'm thinking about that. But I think I would just start out as a barista, learn all I can, and then maybe make my way up. My ambition's just not in the game of climbing ladders anymore. So just want to earn a paycheck and get full-time in insurance and then come home. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm still thinking about working at a nursing home. I just feel like that position's going to be harder to find. But yeah. I don't know. You never know where life's going to lead. I thought about Sephora too. I don't know. You know, Sephora and Ulta I feel like are intimidating. Plus, I don't know what their pay rates are like. It's hard to find that stuff out, you know, especially um, right now. I feel like everybody's looking for a job. So maybe I'm just intimidated by that, but definitely thought about it. That would be really sweet. Yeah, like, you know, Sephora within JCPenney's or, yeah. Oh man, the few times that I've been to Starbucks and someone's been like, how do I say it? I don't feel like sometimes I'm overly friendly. Like, oh, hi, I just met you. We want to be best friends. I've always been like that though. Just very chatty and I can get along with just basically anybody. So I think like I would do good and make good tips too. But I honestly think I'm interested in it so I can learn more about coffee. And I think the same thing about like Sephora and Ulta when I think about maybe applying there. That like it's more about just like the discounts and getting better at what I love and learning more about what I love. But then I think like the nursing homes where I could make the biggest impact. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm so conflicted. I don't know. I feel like I just need Chris to tell me what I need to do. Or maybe I just apply for all of them, and then when everyone wants to hire me, I can like see which pay rate is better. I don't know. It's been so long since I've been unemployed, and I've always gone from most of the time I haven't just had one job. I've had more than one job, and any other time I haven't had a job, I've cleaned with Graham. So it's the first time I've been unemployed and not had her to help. Yeah, Starbucks and makeup. Yeah. Man, every time I talk about her, like every other time I talk about her, I start tearing up. But it's all happy memories. Sorry about that. Super emotional person over here. I feel like this year has made me even more emotional too, you know? Well, the past year and few months. It's been almost a year and 3 months since the fire. It's crazy. And here we are back home. Yeah, I'm hoping like Leanne that I'll just like go to take a nap one day and wake up with like some clear answer of what I want to do. But for now, I mean, I just really need to get back to work. You know what I mean? I know it'll be good for me too to have socialization outside of our once a week. Yeah, I heard about Chick-fil-A too. I don't know, man. I've done chicken, I've done fast food. I just don't think I can. Adulting does suck, Leanne. Why am I not rich yet? Because I feel like I thought I would be. Like, win the lottery or, I don't know, make friends with a really rich old lady who decides to give me all of her fortune because she has no one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Hobby Lobby. I didn't think about that. Chris does their floors, so I know that he knows their managers. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you. I think so too. I mean, I don't know. I did like running a store because then you create the environment. So like, I was dorky but fun. Their first paycheck, I gave them a payday candy bar along with their paycheck. You know, I was like, here's your payday. Oh, just kidding. Here's your paycheck. I was such a dork. Such a dork. It's not Corona, it's allergies. Oh, slash laughing too loud. You guys are amazing. I've kept you for our hour now. I guess I'll let you go. But yeah, loving all the products that I used today. There really wasn't anything that I didn't like. I even liked this a lot more than I thought I would. I may need to try some more products from Essence because that was pretty cool. It's the matte black one too. So yeah, everything turned out really good. You have a degree in screenwriting. Write me a movie, Laura. I will totally act. I act all the time. I've been in customer service my entire life. I'm a great actress. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I love you girls. Thanks for talking to me and keeping me company, helping me put this look together, and just for being you. I love you girls. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, but I will see you guys on Monday. Till then, bye, my loves. Bye, Leanne.